Welcome to Psych Insight, where we delve into the fascinating world of psychology to bring you insights that can transform your life. Today, we're going to talk about a trait that has a profound impact on power dynamics, a trait that can make you stand out in a crowd, command respect, and influence others. Yes, you guessed it right. We're talking about boldness. Boldness, as defined by psychologists, is the propensity to take calculated risks, to stand up for what you believe in, and to assert yourself even in the face of adversity. It's about pushing boundaries, stepping out of your comfort zone, and embracing challenges with courage and conviction. And why are we talking about boldness? Because it's a key trait of influential leaders, successful entrepreneurs, and people who make a difference in the world. It's a trait that can help you gain power, influence others, and achieve your goals. So, if you're ready to embrace boldness and unlock your potential, stay with us as we explore the power of boldness in our next segment. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel. Join our community and stay updated with our latest insights. Thank you for tuning in, and let's dive right into the heart of boldness. Ever pondered why the bold and audacious often seem to wield more power? Why does boldness hold such sway in power dynamics? Boldness, audacity, confidence, these are the traits that often catch our eye. Like a blazing sun in the sky, boldness illuminates, drawing us in with its radiant energy. It's the courage to act, the willingness to risk, the determination to forge ahead despite the odds. It's that unflinching resolve that says, "I will not be moved. I will not be stopped." Now let's delve into the concept of boldness. It's not just about being loud or brash. It's about having the confidence in one's own abilities and decisions. It's about daring to take the lead, to set the pace, to chart the course. It's about stepping into the arena, ready to face whatever comes, with the conviction that you can and will prevail. This brings us to law number 28 of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene: enter action with boldness. This law underscores the power of audacity, the influence of confidence. Greene suggests that hesitation or timidity can erode your power, projecting uncertainty, weakness. But when you act with boldness, you convey control, authority, you demand respect, command attention. Imagine a room full of people. Who do you think would be more likely to capture their interest? The person who hesitates, second guesses, doubts, or the person who strides in, confident, determined, ready to take charge? The answer is clear. Boldness is a beacon, a magnet. It draws people in, makes them more likely to follow, to support, to rally behind you. But boldness is not just about taking action. It's about taking calculated risks, about making strategic moves. It's not about reckless abandon, but about audacious wisdom. It's about knowing when to be bold and when to hold back, when to charge forth and when to wait. Boldness, then, is a potent tool in the arsenal of power, a tool that can make or break your influence. So, how does boldness play out in the real world? And how can it tip the scales in power dynamics? Imagine the world of business. It's a world where boldness often separates the leaders from the followers. Take the story of Elon Musk, for instance. When he co-founded PayPal, he took the bold step of challenging traditional banking systems, a move that many would have deemed reckless. But Musk's audacious vision paid off, and PayPal became a game changer in the financial sector. Fast forward a few years, and Musk is at it again with the launch of SpaceX. Again, he's defying conventions, this time in the world of space travel. Many criticized his plans as impractical and overly ambitious. Yet his boldness has not only led to groundbreaking advancements in space exploration, but has also established SpaceX as a leader in the aerospace industry. Or consider the story of Rosa Parks, a name synonymous with the civil rights movement in the United States. It was her bold action of refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama, that sparked a major turning point in the fight against racial segregation. Parks's audacity to challenge the status quo despite the personal risks ignited a movement that changed the course of history. Let's move to the realm of sports. Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, is a prime example of boldness in action. Her audaciousness on the court, coupled with her refusal to conform to traditional norms, has not only earned her numerous titles, but has also changed the perception of women in sports. And then there's Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. His boldness in envisioning a world where technology is an extension of ourselves led to the creation of revolutionary products like the iPhone and iPad. Jobs' audacious approach to innovation transformed not just Apple, but the entire tech industry. These stories all share a common thread: the power of boldness. Boldness, as these examples illustrate, is often the catalyst for change and innovation. It's what propels individuals to challenge conventions, take risks, and ultimately shape the course of their respective fields. But it's crucial to remember that boldness doesn't necessarily mean recklessness. Each of these individuals, while bold, also exhibited a clear sense of purpose and strategy. Their audacity was not blind, it was calculated and directed towards a specific goal. In essence, boldness is not just about taking risks. It's about taking calculated risks that are fueled by a vision, a purpose. It's about having the audacity to dream big, but also the wisdom to plan wisely. Through these examples, it becomes clear that the audacious ones often hold the reins of power. But wait, is boldness always the key to power? Can it ever backfire? It would be naive to think that boldness is an infallible strategy. Yes, it can open doors and command attention, but it's not without its pitfalls. Boldness without caution, without strategy, can quickly become recklessness. And recklessness has a tendency to backfire. We've all seen or heard of individuals who, in a rush of audacity, have taken uncalculated risks only to face dire consequences. Take the story of Icarus from Greek mythology. Icarus, in his boldness, flew too close to the sun with wings made of feathers and wax. His boldness, untempered by caution, led to his downfall. The wax in his wings melted and he plunged into the sea, meeting a tragic end. In the world of business, there are countless examples of bold yet uncalculated decisions leading to downfall. Take the case of the dot-com bubble burst at the turn of the millennium. Numerous internet-based companies, high on the boldness of the new digital era, expanded rapidly without sustainable business models in place. When the bubble burst, many of these companies collapsed, leaving a trail of financial ruin in their wake. Overconfidence can also be a downside of boldness. When we're bold, we feel invincible, and this can blind us to potential pitfalls. We may underestimate challenges, overestimate our abilities, or fail to plan adequately. This overconfidence can lead us to make decisions we're ill-prepared to handle. So yes, boldness can backfire. It can lead to recklessness, overconfidence, and even downfall. But this doesn't mean we should shy away from boldness. Quite the contrary. It means we need to be smart about it. We need to understand that boldness is not about being reckless or overconfident. It's about being brave enough to take calculated risks, to step out of our comfort zones, to make our mark. It's about balance. Boldness, then, is a double-edged sword. It must be wielded wisely. So how do we strike the balance? How do we use boldness effectively without falling into recklessness? In order to maximize the impact of our actions while minimizing potential negative outcomes, we must combine boldness with strategic planning. Think of it as a dance between audacity and caution. The secret lies in taking calculated risks, not reckless decisions. The boldness that we're talking about here isn't a blind leap into the unknown, but rather a daring step taken after careful consideration of the potential outcomes. In this dance, strategy is your choreographer, guiding your moves, ensuring that your steps are not missteps. It's about laying out a clear plan and then executing it with confidence and decisiveness. It's about understanding the terrain, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and making sure that your bold actions are backed by solid reasoning and foresight. So how exactly do we strike this balance? Here are some tips and strategies. First, cultivate a mindset of controlled boldness. This means being daring, but not foolhardy. It's about being comfortable with taking risks, but not rushing headlong into danger. It's about embracing uncertainty, but not ignoring the potential consequences of your actions. Second, develop your strategic thinking skills. This involves analyzing situations carefully, understanding the dynamics at play, and making informed decisions. It's about looking at the big picture, anticipating possible outcomes, and planning your actions accordingly. Third, practice patience. Boldness doesn't mean you have to act immediately. Sometimes the boldest move is to wait, to gather more information, to let the situation evolve. Patience allows you to be bold on your own terms when the timing is right. Lastly, cultivate resilience. Even with the best strategy, things may not always go as planned. Resilience allows you to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward with boldness and confidence. Remember, boldness without strategy is simply bravado, but boldness, when tempered with strategy, becomes a powerful tool for wielding influence and power. So, what have we learned about boldness and power dynamics? Well, we've delved into the potent influence of audacity and confidence in our actions. As Robert Greene emphasizes in his 28th Law of Power, entering any action with boldness projects a sense of control and authority, making others more likely to rally behind you. We've also underscored that boldness, while a magnet for attention and respect, should not be mistaken for recklessness. It's not about making hasty, uncalculated decisions. It's about striking a balance between audacious actions and strategic planning. We've addressed the potential pitfalls of unchecked boldness, reminding us that while daring decisions can be compelling, they could also lead to unforeseen negative outcomes if not thought through. Boldness, then, is not just about being audacious. It's about being audacious wisely. So go forth and be bold, but remember to be smart about it.